Welcome everyone to our channel. Today we have a special story that can save your fluffy friend's life. It's a story about how Maria noticed the first signs of a stroke in her beloved cat Murka and how she handled the situation. When we think about our pet's health, we usually imagine common illnesses, colds, parasites, digestive problems. But what if our faithful friend suddenly faces something more serious, like a stroke? Today, I will share the story of Maria and her cat Murka, which will help you understand how a stroke manifests in cats and what to do in such a situation. What is a stroke in cats? Maria always took care of her cat Murka. She monitored her diet, regularly visited the vet, and provided her with comfortable living conditions. But one day, she noticed that Murka started behaving strangely. Murka suddenly stopped playing, became very aggressive, and began losing coordination, Maria recounts. A stroke in cats is an acute disruption of blood circulation in the brain, which can be caused by a blocked vessel, ischemic stroke, or bleeding, hemorrhagic stroke. This condition requires immediate veterinary attention. Causes of stroke in cats. Maria consulted a veterinarian, who explained the possible causes of Murka's stroke: atherosclerosis and heart diseases. Murka was diagnosed with atherosclerosis, says the vet. This is the buildup of fatty deposits in the arteries, leading to vessel narrowing and increasing the risk of a stroke. Head injuries and brain damage. Although Murka hadn't suffered any serious injuries, head trauma can damage brain vessels and cause a hemorrhagic stroke. Infectious diseases. Some viruses and bacteria can cause inflammation of the brain's blood vessels, which also increases the risk of a stroke. Types of strokes in cats. Ischemic stroke. This is the most common type of stroke in cats, explains the vet. It occurs due to an artery blockage, leading to reduced blood supply to a specific area of the brain. Murka had an ischemic stroke, meaning part of her brain was deprived of necessary blood flow. Hemorrhagic stroke. This type of stroke occurs due to the rupture of a blood vessel and bleeding into the brain. Although Murka did not have this, it's important to be aware of it as the symptoms can be similar. Symptoms of stroke in cats. Maria noticed the following behavioral changes in Murka: sudden aggression or fear. Murka, who was usually calm, suddenly started hissing and scratching without any apparent reason, Maria recalls. Loss of spatial orientation. Murka stopped recognizing familiar places in the house and got lost on her way to her favorite bed. Physical signs. Paralysis or weakness. Murka began experiencing weakness in her front legs, making movement difficult. Coordination issues. She often stumbled and seemed unsteady while walking. Vision problems or blindness. Murka started tilting her head and not responding to visual stimuli, as if she couldn't see anything around her. Diagnosing stroke in cats. The veterinarian conducted several visual examinations and reviewed Murka's medical history. For accurate diagnosis, imaging methods were used: MRI and CT scans. With MRI, we were able to precisely determine the area affected by the stroke, the vet explains. These methods helped identify ischemia in Murka's brain and assess the extent of the damage. Treatment of stroke in cats. Medications. Murka was prescribed drugs to improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. Surgical intervention. In her case, surgery was not required, but it may be necessary in other cases to eliminate bleeding. Rehabilitation and recovery. Maria began performing special exercises and massages with Murka to help her regain muscle strength and coordination. Care for a cat after a stroke. Providing a comfortable environment. Maria created a calm, resting place for Murka where she could feel safe. Physical therapy and exercises. Regular exercises helped Murka gradually regain lost functions. Prognosis and recovery. Factors influencing recovery. Early diagnosis and timely treatment significantly increased Murka's chances of recovery. Long-term consequences. Although Murka recovered, she still had some chronic coordination issues, but thanks to Maria's love and care, she became active and happy again. Preventing stroke in cats. Healthy lifestyle and nutrition. Maria revised Murka's diet, adding necessary nutrients and monitoring her weight. Regular veterinary checkups. Now, Maria regularly visits the vet to monitor Murka's health and prevent potential problems. When to consult a veterinarian. Maria advises all cat owners. If you notice sudden changes in behavior, weakness, loss of coordination, or other suspicious symptoms, immediately consult a veterinarian. Quick intervention can save your pet's life and minimize the consequences of a stroke. Practical examples. Maria is not the only one who has faced a stroke in her pet. Many cat owners share stories of successfully recovering their beloved cats thanks to timely treatment and care. Frequently asked questions. Can a stroke in a cat be completely cured? In some cases, complete recovery is possible, especially if treatment begins in the early stages. However, much depends on the severity of the stroke and the overall health condition of the cat. What precautions help prevent a stroke? Maintaining a healthy lifestyle, regular veterinary checkups, and monitoring the condition of the heart and blood vessels significantly reduce the risk of a stroke in cats. It's also important to avoid injuries and ensure a safe environment for your pet. Maria and Murka's story highlights the importance of being attentive to our pet's health and knowing the signs of serious illnesses like a stroke. Remember, timely help can save your beloved pet's life and help them return to a full life. Thank you for being with us. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with friends so more cat owners know how to recognize a stroke and what to do in such situations. See you next time. If you have questions or want to share your story, leave comments below. We are always happy to help and support you and your pets.